Have you ever noticed a problem at work or saw a great opportunity? You brought it up, you had all the data to prove it, it was completely dismissed, maybe not even acknowledged, and then somebody else brought it up and it was suddenly a great idea? Or worse, you brought up a way to prevent a problem, they dismissed you, the problem happened, and then you got blamed for it? Or personal favorite, your boss asked you something, you answered it, and then they got upset? And maybe you were just so blunt or aggressive? If any of that is resonating in your body and mind right now, I need you to bear with me for the next few minutes because a recent shareholder analysis just gave us yet another piece of data on how these problems actually impact shareholder performance. And I know if you've been this person, you're probably like, I don't care about shareholder performance, but they do. And you learning this piece of evidence and how to portray it is needed to influence and make decisions. This recent shareholder analysis used a new method of collecting data to analyze the employee experience and look at how the Fortune 500 companies, how their employee experience relates to their stock performance. The one dimension that took up the largest share of the poorly performing companies compared to the top performers was that 56% of the ones not doing as well had poor bottom-up communication, meaning that the people at the top are not hearing communication from the people at the bottom of the hierarchy. And that's ironically costing the people at the top billions of dollars. Bottom-up communication, if over half of the companies that aren't performing as well as their competitors are because people can't communicate from bottom to top, the unwritten rule of compliance is absolutely applying here. If you've been told you're too direct, too blunt, too aggressive, which is different from if you're actually mean, I have a story about that. It's not just you, it is systemic. And for your survival, these are strategies you can learn. And sometimes organizations actually bring me in to give these workshops to their whole management on, I have one coming up where I'm going to walk them through a framework on how to bring up an idea with the unwritten rule of compliance in mind. But if you're higher up in an organization and you're seeing this and you have some influence, or maybe if you don't have influence right now, but you will one day because you learn how to do this, keep in mind that there is a dollar amount to the time. Keep in mind there is a dollar amount to the time that is wasted and the energy to doing things like this, to people just not being able to communicate and solve a problem. I'm not a believer in the saying of it's not business, it's personal. Everything overlaps. But it is very ironic for that phrase to be used so much, for them to have so much business negatively impacted by personal ego.